We've seen Demian Maia in the UFC and how sharp his jiu-jitsu is. But what about in a pure grappling setting like ADCC? Let's see how he does against another high-level grappler like Marco Helen. And Demian Maia is pulling him to guard straight into initial position. Pay attention how he's giving the underhook, the top underhook, and then he's trying to do a butterfly sweep from there, also arm locks. So this is very interesting strategy for him. Also, Gordon Ryan does that a lot. He's comfortable letting people get the underhook, so he can get an overhook and try to sweep with a butterfly sweep. But also it can be very dangerous because the person on top can flatten you out with both of your shoulders on the mat. So you need to be very good at guard recovery if you want to play game like this, when you let people get underhook on you. And that double leg was perfect. That wrestle up timing on the double leg was amazing. And this is why he is so dominant in the UFC, I think. Because the same positions he does in ADCC, he is doing in UFC. And for sure, in this time, he did not even know that he will go into UFC. But his game translated very good for UFC. So he got lucky there to have like this kind of game with wrestle ups and also playing knee shield guard, learning how to stay defensive and also attacking from there. Let's see if he will manage to pummel his top hook in. Also a fun fact, Marcelo Garcia became so good at the arm drags and single legs because of Demian Maia. Because when they were training together, he saw Demian Maia double legging everybody from bottom and also from top. And he can control where the fight goes. So when Marcelo saw that, because he was so much of a guard sweeper, he was like burning so much energy trying to sweep people, he had a lot of trouble with a lot of people sweeping them. And after watching Demian Maia, he started doing wrestling more. So that is why he is so good at those arm drags and single legs. Hey guys, on my Patreon, I post free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't share on YouTube. On top of that, you'll find a lot more study material built to level up your jiu-jitsu. I'm sure you'll come across something there that helps your game. The link is in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study. Marco Helen is defending this position very good. He's not letting Demian Maia put the right hook in, you see. So maybe he can even escape here and do something like a shoulder roll and then stand up. Pay attention how Demian is staying behind the shoulders of Marco. And now he's throwing that right leg over the arm of Marco. So maybe he can get a triangle from here. Yeah, that was very nice. Very nice. But Marco is going belly down. He's putting a lot of pressure on that triangle of Demian. But now Demian readjusted his position, so he's safe in this position now. And that body triangle is perfect. So let's see how Marco will defend this position. His defensive hand fighting from bottom is very good, but let's see how he will manage to escape this position, because this is maybe the worst position he can be in. But at least he's not getting flattened up from there. Yeah, now Demian is turning him to the side, which I think is worst for Demian, because now he can move a lot more from here, and also he cannot be flattened. So Demian had a chance there to put like a hip pressure on Marco. But now Marco can escape a little bit easier, I think. But let's see what will happen from here. Yeah, Demian is releasing that body triangle. This is a good position from Demian, but if the opponent spins out fast, he can lose this position. So let's see what will happen. And Marco really needs to hurry because these matches are not that long. So he needs to escape and score, because I think he's losing 3-0 right now. He's being very defensive from bottom. And I think he's looking for a timing so he can explode, because Demian is keeping like a good pressure on him. Okay, going shoulder roll, now catching the head of Demian. And he escaped that position, but Demian is straight away going on that double leg. Just amazing work from Demian. Never letting go of Marco. Just amazing. He was straight away trying to put the right hook in, but Marco is having like a compact turtle. So it is easier for him to defend the hooks, but it's hard for him to escape. Because he's so compact, it's hard for him to create momentum so he can escape. So he's waiting on Demian Maia to create momentum, you see? And then he's shoulder rolling, catching the head of Demian Maia. That helps a lot. So if you need to go back and watch that, go back and watch it, because Marco was basically pulling on the head of Demian. So he was basically pulling himself up while Demian could not move because his head was stuck close to Marco, you see? So he cannot like extend his body and chase him. So that was amazing work from Marco. And now they're wrestling again. He's having a good headlock here, but he lost it, but straight away he's shooting on Demian. And now Demian is shooting. They are not wasting time at all. Now Demian had a headlock, but he lost it. Marco going for a body lock. Demian countering with a Uchimata. Damn, that wizard Uchimata was amazing. And now straight into rear body lock again for Demian. Let's see if Marco will manage to defend this. Just amazing work from both of them. They are wasting so much energy in this match. So it is interesting to see how they are going all in. Okay, Demian Maia again in the same position. Watch how he's always staying behind the elbows of Marco. So it's so hard for Marco to completely like escape this position, because Demian is keeping constant pressure on the hips of Marco, you see? So it's hard for Marco just to do like a shoulder roll from here and make distance. So he's mostly waiting for Demian Maia all the time. And Demian Maia is very rarely using a lot of momentum to do something, you see? If you see how Demian is trying to break Marco to a one hip, and when he's laying on one hip, he will try to put the hooks in. And that is a very safe strategy. I like that strategy a lot. But he's not going over, like going for like a seatbelt, you see? Always staying behind the shoulders. Watch how he's going backwards again. Just amazing work from Demian Maia. I really like this strategy. But also, if you see the opponent breaking down physically or mentally, I think it's a good strategy to attack more. So maybe then you will transition into a seatbelt and attack. But if he's like fresh and moving, I think this is a better strategy. And now he is going for a seatbelt. That is amazing. And Marco was just like staying in this position. So now Marco can move a little bit more with this, because now his body is a little bit more free to move. And Demian is going backwards again to chase the hooks. And he's giving Marco a momentum to escape here. Watch the head pull from Marco. Just amazing, amazing work there. Those escapes are so good. And straight away on a single leg, let's see. Demian Maia countering. Going again behind the elbows. Watch how he's breaking him to one hip. That is very important detail, guys. Remember that. And I think Marco is completely exhausted here. So Demian can take the back, I think, very easily from here. And also the top arm of Marco is completely stuck. So let's see if Demian will manage to finish Marco from here. There is not a lot of time left. So this will be interesting to see. Okay, Demian is going for this like gable grip. Maybe he can finish only with this. Yeah, but he lost that connection again. Then Marco is not giving up. He's a warrior. And that match was amazing. Hey guys, on my Patreon, I post free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't share on YouTube. On top of that, you'll find a lot more study material built to level up your Jiu-Jitsu. I'm sure you'll come across something there that helps your game. The link is in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study.